How's it going, everybody? Long time no see. Anthony's Homemade Love and Great Recipes here. Different. It's been a little different here lately, you know. And as I was saying, hopefully this is all good. But back to the beginning, because I don't know if it's right, because I'm still locking up and things. But anyways, so I'm gonna make. I told you guys I was gonna make some brownies. Okay, special brownies. Special brownies that has. Let's see, it was probably 98% THC. I made the oil, so now I'm gonna make some brownies. Okay, making brownies. I'm using oil. I got all I did. You know, they're not all exactly homemade brownies, but I got this Betty Crocker brownie recipe. Okay, all I need is one package. Okay, we're gonna dump this into the bowl. Now I'm gonna kind of disappear. I gotta go. This is kind of my kitchen, the bathroom, the kitchen. I do my dishes in the bathroom. It's a little different living in a hotel, but that's okay. Everything works out if you make it work out. You just plan around things and you do things right. Hi, Jesse. Hi, April. So I'm going to dump this in here. And then it calls for 1 egg. So I'm going to drop 1 egg in here. And then from the 1 egg, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stir it in just because I found out that when you add ingredients into baking something, if you stir in each ingredient separately and make sure it's completely stirred in, your brownies, your cake, your cupcakes, your breads, whatever it is that you're making will come out a lot moister than what they would if you didn't do it individually, okay? And the only reason I found this out was because I started doing it just one ingredient at a time, mixing it all together. And by the way, I am using, so I'm going to do the brownies with the THC oil. Then I'm going to put them into cupcake tin. And then I'm going to cook them. Okay, now I'm going to cook them in a toaster oven. Yeah, I said that right. It's a toaster oven, okay? Perfect, honestly, because you can set it for the temperature you want it, and then it's got a timer on it, which the timer is the same thing as how long it cooks. So it's really, honestly, perfect. So anyways, it calls for a quarter cup of oil. I looked it up, and if you guys remember me telling you correctly, the cap off of a vanilla extract, which I also found out the cap off of a brisk iced tea, is 1 tablespoon. So 4 tablespoons equals a quarter cup. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've made probably 48, which is basically 4 batches of these brownies. And every time I've made these brownies, they have come out very, very moist. And I'm just, it surprised me that they came out this moist, honestly. I did not, I always wondered why my brownies never came out, you know, with a gooey center. It's always been something I've tried to figure out, and I figured it out. And I'm just amazed on what it was, you know, because sometimes when you're cooking in a gas oven or you're cooking in an electric oven, unless you know the oven you're working with, unless you've been cooking with it for years and you know exactly what temperature you need to set it at and how long you actually need to cook it, you're not going to get moist, gooey brownies, okay? So 4 tablespoons of oil, and then I'm right here, and then 2 tablespoons of water. Okay, so then we're going to mix all this, make sure it all gets mixed together. I'm telling you, these brownies are the best. Which I do have one left, so I will be able to show you a finished product. I won't make you guys stay on here the whole 30 minutes it takes to cook. And really, it takes like 37 minutes for them to bake and come out right, alright? So what I do now is I have canola oil, besides the THC canola oil, and I dip my finger in the cap. and I go around and I spread it into each cup, each cupcake tin, which makes it to where they don't stick when you go to pull them out. You know what I'm saying? So there's 4, oh, there's 5, there's 6. Okay, so then I take my spoon, and then we're just going to take spoonfuls, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to fill up each one about half to 3/4 of the way. Now, these won't pop up all the way. Give me just 1 second, guys.
You got a trash bag?
I do have a trash bag somewhere. Just 1 second. I'm right here. I'll be right back. There you go.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, like I said, half to 3/4. And then usually after I get all the batter out of, all the batter into each tin, then I go back and I even them out to where there's usually 3/4, okay? Like that one's going to need some more in it, but that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you guys down once I get this batter in here, and I'm going to show you my toaster oven that I use. I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. And really, honestly, everybody should be making their brownies this way. This is the most perfect way to ever make a batch of brownies. They come out gooey, they come out soft. And if you end up leaving it, like say you set it for 38, until you get to know your toaster, you know what I'm saying? Say you set it for 38 minutes, then you're going to have rough edges. But most times people like the corner pieces of a brownie, right? You always hear about somebody saying, I want the corner. Well, it gives, since I'm using a cupcake tin, that corner edge is all around the outside of the edge, if I leave it in long enough. Sometimes, I mean, I can make it to where it doesn't do that, to where it's just done on the outside and gooey on the inside. It all depends on how long you let them set. Like I've done a couple batches where I test them, you know what I'm saying? Once it gets down to, like I'll set it for 38 minutes. Once it gets down to being within 3 to 5 minutes, I go back and I take basically a knife and I test the center. Testing the center, if you pull the knife out and the knife is clean, then guess what? Your brownies are done. There has been a time where I didn't test, I just pulled them out, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, this is my brownies, as you can see. Okay, so now I'm going to turn you around. Set this here. I got to move this stuff out of the way because I'll show you what that looks like in the end. Show you the finished product. So we're going to set it in to the toaster oven. Okay, I'm going to set my toaster oven's already set at 350. It's set for bake, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it up to 30 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the finished product. This right here, you see it? Okay.